Shalom, family, and welcome back to my channel. Recently, there have been many conversations as to Jaron Boots and it's moving up to 154. Who will he fight? As there were several offers being made to Rashidi Ellis, Charles Conwell, Josh Kelly, Andre Katsarakis. We heard about possible fights with Virgil Ortiz, as well as Jesus Elmano Ramos. We also heard about a new challenger, Uisma Lima, who no one has ever heard of. But to be fair, Uisma Lima is number 10 in the world in the super welterweight division. He is number 9 in the WBC rankings. He is number 9 in the IBF rankings. And we know that these individuals pop up out of nowhere that we've never heard of. But as I stated, and as many of you surely have already heard, Jaron's new opponent at 154, his first time fighting in the division, will be Uisma Lima, an Angolan boxer, right? Boots is 34-0 with 30 knockouts. We know he's fast, he's flashy, he's fluid. He's a boxer, he's a puncher, he's a counterpuncher, he's a switch hitter. We know Boots is very skilled. We also have spoken before of his flaws, because all fighters have them, to be fair. Many think he gets hit too much, and there may be some truth to that, but we are not catching the brunt of those shots, right? His opponent, Uisma Lima, 14-1 with 10 knockouts. His one loss was to Aaron McKenna. Aaron McKenna, who I actually like very much. He lost to Aaron by unanimous decision. Aaron is out of Ireland. He's 6'1" with a 75-inch reach. Now, Boots, his dimension, according to BoxRec, he is 5'10" with a 74-inch reach. Oddly enough, I have not been able to find a height and reach measurement for Uisma Lima anywhere. So it's really hard for me to gauge about how tall and long he is, as well as a lot of the men he fought don't have a height and reach listed either. There's only a few fights of film that I have seen out there on Uisma. But what I can say that I observed, and it appears to be concrete, is that he's punching. And he can throw combinations, and he's absolutely going to tuck that chin and come forward. Excuse me. It's also been said that he said on the line is his IBO world defense, and the WBA fight. It's the biggest challenge in his career. He's prepared his entire life for this moment. I don't want to say he's talking smack, but yeah, he's letting it be known Boots is moving up to his division, and that he understands he's going to have to get his weight up to deal with a fighter such as Boots. And he's not by any means going out of his way to make this easy for him. He's promising that Portugal and Angola would be on the top of the world, and that he's bringing his belt back home. Now, a lot of people have an issue um, with Boots fighting this gentleman for his first fight in the division, and I do as well. Only because Boots says certain things as far as who he is and what he's gonna show us, and it's just that it's not the first time Boots has said things like this. Um, Now, to be fair, yes, his last fight was in the welterweight division. He looked good against Amantis Stanionis. Some feel like that style is tailor made for Boots to just show out. You know, a come forward fighter, punching and Boots. We, as again, we know he's very skilled. I'll just say this: um, I did state before I would have been happy with the Josh Kelly fight. Absolutely would have been. Um, Uisma Lima, I just feel like he's gonna end up looking like a Castillo Clayton 2.0. He's absolutely gonna be there to be hit. He's absolutely gonna be there for Boots to show out on. I do feel like if Boots wants to talk his spit, and he has every right to, you can't come fighting in Uisma Lima. Now we absolutely know that Uisma has a puncher's chance, and anything can happen in any fight on any given day. But real talk, um, people are tired. People are tired of not getting what they expect out of Boots. I've also said that we, as the public, actually have built Boots up as well as him out here saying the things that he says. We've also built him up to this standard. And many people clearly don't feel that Boots has reached that standard. Um, with the promoters such as Eddie Hearn, people have feelings about Eddie and his manner of promotion. Many people feel that Eddie has not built champions, and that is not true. You know, only time will tell what is going to come of Boots in this super welterweight division. You can't be out here talking about false stories and narratives when you're not moving up and fighting someone above and Uisma Lima. Nobody recognizes that IBO um, title. It's kind of unfortunate. People are comparing Boots to Boo Boo. And at the end of the day, I've also said that Boots is in league and in lockstep with Eddie Hearn. Clearly, you let Eddie come out and speak for you publicly. You or your father are not out here representing and stating that you disagree with how you are being moved. You're not saying anything to these other fighters. You're not letting us know specifically who it is that you seek to fight. You know, you're just saying you're going to bring the smoke basically when you get to 54, and you're pulling every card from the rip. But this is the rip. This is the rip, Boots, and it's looking a little shaky, boo boo. So, with that said, this fight will be taking place October 11th And it will be again in Philadelphia. You know, a lot of people are having conversations about that he's returning to Philly. But I honestly think that will be a great place for him to have this fight against this opponent. You know, someone bigger. We need to start talking about moving to bigger venues away from Philly. I understand his people are going to come out and support him, but there are many fighters who fight away from home and their supporters go wherever they are. So, with that being said, we will have to see who will be on this undercard. Again, this fight is in October. On the 11th of October, it will be a matchroom fight because Turkey will not fund this type of event. Um, I can't say I blame him. I thank you guys for tuning in. I ask that you that you please press that like button and subscribe if you have not. Also, I would like to put out a notice that it is soon possible that I will be changing the name of my channel. It will still be the same content, but possibly soon, look out for my channel to be renamed. If you're already subscribed, it will not affect you. But for those who are not subscribed, if you attempt to look for me again, which I'm hearing is hard to do, to find me as Shawalaya, that you're having a difficult time. So I am pondering changing the name of my channel, okay? You all be blessed and thank you for your time. Shalom.